Small College Rugby Organisation Pacific Coast Championships. We're here today for the second match that's about to kick off between the Western Oregon University Wolves and the travelling team from California, Azusa Pacific Cougars. The winner of this match will go up against the Humboldt State University Lumberjacks, who edged out the Central Oregon Community College rugby team visiting here from Bend with a 27-17 win just prior to the kickoff that we have here. We're about to being coached by, Western Oregon University is led by Sean Pomeroy. He's our head coach. The skipper for today, that's going to be our number 8, Arvin Lackadin. He's our captain. And then our vice captain, that's our fly half, number 10, Chris Davis. For our visiting team today here at Azusa Pacific, they are led by Coach Rex Pitts, and then our captains for today is going to be our lock number 5, Ben Seast. He's one of the ones to look out for today. Strong ball runner, as Coach Pitts outlined for us earlier today. And then their vice captain, scrum half, that's Matt Uyenyo, I believe is the way in which we pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I went ahead and butchered that for you today. And then I'm joined here by my commentary partner, Chip Burnside. Chip, we've had some great rugby here today, don't you think?
Yeah, that first game was a pretty good, pretty even contest. Humboldt State coming away with the victory. I talked to the referee for this encounter before the game. He's a local guy called Ryan Curtis. He's going to be focusing on the breakdown here between these two teams, and that was an area that obviously caused some concern for Central Oregon, as there was a poach late in the game that decided the game, with the ball ending up in Cameron Whitney's hands, and he took it in under the sticks for the sealer.
Yeah, so important managing that breakdown and all that type of stuff. And one little, not a mishap, but interpretation, and sometimes interpretation could affect the outcome of the game. We also want to make sure we thank our sponsors today. NSCRO would like to thank their top sponsor, the Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company, Rhino Rugby, NSCRO's official equipment and ball supplier, Impact Mouthguards, and the DBS Rugby Tours. NSCRO would also like to thank USA Rugby for their continued support of NSCRO's mission to foster and develop small college rugby programs in the US.
Well, these two teams, we've actually looked at a little bit of video from both teams. Azusa Pacific was a bit of a mystery. They actually have some speed in the centres of the one game that we actually saw. Their forwards are very willing runners, but they're a bit of a dark horse. We only just received the roster just a little bit before kickoff, so we're flying blind on them a little bit. Correspondingly, the Western Oregon Wolves, we managed to secure some videotape from them. I got it off Steve Hansen. A little inside joke there. If you're just joining the broadcast, I'm joined by Tiafina Hochi. We're both New Zealanders. Steve Hansen is obviously the coach of the All Blacks. But anyway, what we do know about the Western Oregon University, they like to crash it with the forwards. They're going to work towards the sideline, and they're going to utilise this great width of the field so that they have maximum width for their backs. Yeah. Look for a crash of a couple of times or more, then for them to get it wide.
Looking forward to seeing what these guys can put together this afternoon. We love rugby, that's why we're here. The stands are pretty packed now for the home crowd, and looking forward to some great rugby this afternoon.
The obligatory coin toss.
She had some great conversations with some of the coaches prior to today and stuff. Chip, could you outline some of the players that we need to look out for the Western Oregon University Wolves? Who are the threats out there?
Well, since the referee mentioned the breakdown, I would think you'd have to go no further than the loose forward trio of the Western Oregon Wolves. Joey Carver, number 7, Matt Cornish, number 6, and then Arvin Lackadin. He's the captain. So that's a formidable loose forward trio.
Oh, formidable. Looking forward to seeing how they put it together, led by the skipper too. Follow me, boys.
Azusa, API, as they're otherwise known. Like we said, that they like to crash it too. Ben Seast, their captain, number 5, and Chase Walford, the prop. We noticed him on the videotape, him and his prop buddy
Yes.
both took it up for some bruising runs against the San Diego State Aztecs, I think it was.
Yeah, that was the match we were watching. He definitely loves to have that ball in hand, loves to control that contact area, and just, punishing. Really looking forward to that type of battle today.
So the referee, as we said, it is Ryan Curtis. He's one of the leading young referees, and he's sort of homegrown here in Oregon, and he's climbing the ladder, and this is good to see him out here refereeing a small college contest.
Absolutely. As a player, I'm still playing also, and I actually enjoy matches that Ryan officiates, always knows what's going on, and he's fit, so he's there, he's able to make the call, and I always appreciate his officiating, so making sure that he's at the helm. I'm really excited to see some running rugby, keep it flowing, just to keep the momentum.
The Wolves are going to kick off here.
So our fly half Chris Davis is about to kick off. He's the vice captain. Ball's in the air.
Again, that ball bounces. That's enough to drive me crazy when I was coaching.
Yeah, got to put a name on it. Come down with the ball, be on that front foot. They have a strong ruck here. Got a box kick. Oh, we have some advanced skills here. I'm really excited for that. 15 is back for the reception. Great pressure on there, but makes the first tackle a miss. Well done. Then we're down just tackling just inside their 5. Western Oregon maintains possession of the ball and go for that first crash.
Yeah, a little unexpected there to see the box kick so early, but
yeah, absolutely.
hey, that's great.
I'm excited.
That was Matt Villino with the box kick.
Nice. Tackle from behind the line, the gain advantage line. Ball's distributed wide. Early pressure by that 12, but doesn't make that tackle. There's the number 8 right there, though. Just putting
That's Anu Kanohu that's just brought to ground.
Yeah, number 8 really just showing how to be annoying back there in the backfield. Someone's just got to go forward. Just go forward.
They've already got it out wide here.
Out wide. There's the flyer on the edge there. Oh, tries to
just
get
stepped out of bounds.
Well done. Tightrope walking at speed. Couldn't stay in bounds. Touch judges right there, out of bounds. It's a Pacific ball.
It's the Wolves' home field. They know where all the coloured lines are out here. We had a little bit of a problem in the earlier game with the winger not figuring out which line was in play. We are playing the white lines here today, if you're watching on the live stream.
All right, so Azusa Pacific with the line out. They just chatted about what their plan of attack's going to be, and let's see what they put together. Controlling that set piece was actually a really important part of the game prior. So interested to see the pack maintain possession of the ball. That didn't look very straight at all.
Yeah, we noticed this in the game that we watched. The hooker sometimes overthrows the intended recipient of that line out for Azusa.
All right, they're going to choose for a scrum. So instead of for the repeat line out where Western Oregon...
It wasn't straight there is what Ryan's indicating.
Yeah, so Western Oregon get the scrum. Now they're in their attacking half. Let's see what they can get going on the front foot here.
In the previous game, Humboldt State scrum absolutely dismantled the Central Oregon unit.
Oh, strong scrum.
API scrum there, pretty good. Looked pretty good in that one, but however, Wolves come away with the ball.
Smart leadership by the captain there, Lakaden. He knows to pick it up if they're on the back foot and just create some nice punishing tackle there.
I want to say that's
number 1 right there.
Gregerson. I thought it was the one with the hit. Thought it was number 7, but I could be wrong.
Nice and
I got to put
calm.
my glasses on.
Nice and calm from the base of the scrum. Out to the captain, looking to get some go forward ball. Oh, API really doing a good job of with the counter ruck right there. No, Western Oregon still maintain possession. Number 3 picks it up from the base of the scrum. Just want to have some go forward ball. It's a good idea. Now they're going back out. No, still with the run up with the forwards. Not gaining any ground here, but they still have possession. Penalty, high tackle for API. Western Oregon University's ball. See what they choose here.
Well, API pretty strong on defence. Western Oregon's had the ball to start this game. It's always good to get your hands on the ball. But also, a couple of opening tackles, a couple of bruising hits. Yeah. That also settles you down as well.
Absolutely. Just want to get that good hit in there. Oh, they've got a bit of a misdirection play. They go to space instead.
I think that ball went backwards.
They can't pull it in, but let's see if they can create something out of nothing. Way
Good
to
clear
protect
out
that
there.
ball, absolutely.
That was the Anu came in there for the second 5/8. He came in there and did a nice bit of work there. Clear that player out.
Penalised again. API just really maintaining control of the ruck. It's a good tap and go. Isolated himself just a little bit.
Lost his feet there.
Lost forward in contact. Just isolated himself just a little bit. I like that initiative by the leader, vice captain out there. But just in that isolation, lost the ball forward. API's put in. They're going with the split backs. It's a good idea. Not quite a centre scrum, but all the firepower's lined up here on the left-hand side of the pitch. That's where they choose to go. Not a short line, a little bit of show. He sees the space though, tucks it and goes and puts it behind. Well done.
He's dragged into touch. Good run.
I'm not too sure about that. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Great cover tackle by the fullback. Penalty. Pushed out, no wrap on that tackle. That's why there's a penalty.
Okay.
Yep. And we're going here over here.
Well, you did sign language at school. That's how you know this stuff. I thought he wanted a drink of water.
Water, please, sir. Helps with everything. Azusa have a really good position here with the territory gain. Just inside their 22.
Bo Perez is going to throw the ball into the lane out for the Cougars.
All right, make it count now.
Oh,
Nice clean
line
win there
out.
at the front.
Well done. Good drive. Way to pack them in. The counter ruck. Oh, there we go. Not the counter ruck, but the counter in there more. Goes to ground. Produces it. Clean ball for the scrum half, and now they distribute. There's that strong runner again, the inside centre.
That's Parker Vincent taking that ball in there.
Well done. Come back to the forwards. Come back to the engine. Looks like they know how to open up that field.
They've got their forwards set. Their forwards are there waiting for the run.
Oh, good pressure on the edge there, but way to just keep it in there, maintain it. Coming in offside position, penalised there. He goes again, number 12. He sees space well and he just takes advantage of it.
Really good tackle there on him.
Oh, they go from the base of the ruck there, pick and go, still applying pressure. Really impressed with these forwards here from Azusa Pacific. They work well together as a pack. Come away with a try, well done. Mounting pressure. Good place to come away with a try too. They're going to have a relatively easier conversion attempt. Who is our try scorer? Chip, you see which one is the one who got it in?
No, I can't. It's just I think it might have been the number 8. Connor Brink-Sayer.
Well done.
Don't let up, stay strong. 80-minute game.
I think Western Oregon is suffering. They don't know if they were quite expecting the Cougars to come out and just smack them in the mouth like that.
Yeah.
But the
Quick
forwards have
draw.
been running very effectively for API.
Absolutely. Quick draw of blood here within the first 10 minutes. Punishing try with the forwards putting it together. Now Parker Vincent just has to pop it over. At the moment it's 5-0. API in the lead.
The Cougars have a very short bench here today. They've only brought 18 players to this tournament.
There you go. Good conversion by Parker Vincent there. Some strong running. Way to just be there for his team. Great positioning by the forwards just to support and make good effective use of that front foot ball.
All right, Azusa, keep it up. Don't let up. Don't relax. Come on, Cougars.
All right, so they start back at it. Fly off Chris Davis with the restart. Let's see if they can play in their half. short ball. Oh, way to pull that in by there. Who's that? Number 5.
Yeah, that's Ben Cease, the captain.
Well done, Ben. Way to be the leader out there.
A couple of quick penalties here as the referee's putting a stamp on the game. Now he's going to have a quick talk to the captain. So there's a couple of quick whistles here, and he just wants to verify what's going on so that the game has some flow to it.
Well, just teaching him a little bit of footwork. Help to get the results that he's looking for in the way in which they play the game. Parker going to touch here. Nice strike. Well done.
He's advanced the ball now just past the 10-metre line in Western Oregon territory. We noticed that there was a bit of speed out there in the centres of that Cougar team.
Yeah.
So let's see from the set piece, from the line out, see if they can get something cooked up.
Azusa in a strong position here with their territory. So much space out there to capitalise on. Well done. Controlled in the air. Great drive. They should produce it now whilst they're on the front foot. Produce it now. There it is. It's still going forward. Scrum half asks for it back. Oh, he sits back on his butt just a little. That's fine.
He got pushed back
Play
there.
on.
Was no offside
Play on.
there.
Way to keep it and go. Beautiful. Way to be a threat there at that distribution position there at fly half. Usually they just want to distribute.
It's Addison Dilly who took the dab there.
Wicked. They're in control now, just within the 5. Now it's the hard work. Give it to the engine and the boys will get it done.
Well, someone's dived across there, but the referee was still looking at the ball. He thought the ball was still on the ruck.
Thank you. So, Azusa Pacific University. Having the discussion in the back there about what needs to happen. That's the great thing about having strong ARs, just to help advise on what they saw, and then it's up to the SIR's interpretation, call, all that type of stuff to make the decision. We go with that decision. Regardless of the law, it's the SIR's say.
Well, the referee was right on top of the situation. It would be hard to believe that the player squirted over while he wasn't there. So, but, you know, that's what APU are claiming.
I'd like to hear the reasoning behind what's going on now. He scored a try. He gives the try. Try awarded.
Well, that was a very strange sequence.
Yeah. Well, try awarded. Way to reward the hard work. Azusa Pacific University did definitely put some things together. Not too sure who the try scorer was from the celebration. It was either the number 8 or the number 1. But Parker's about to go ahead and try for the conversion a little bit out wider. Let's see if he has this range. Definitely heard it in the way he strikes the ball.
Well, what it came from was the line out over there. They pulled that ball down. They were very quick to set up the maul, and they drove Western Oregon back probably about a good 20 metres before Western Oregon got themselves organised. They just weren't expecting the maul to be called from that position on the field, which I want to say the line out was just inside the 10-metre line.
Yeah, really impressive the way in which they're putting together their set pieces and stuff like that. Well practiced, well rehearsed.
That's a good kick. He has converted that. Absolutely. And the Cougars have jumped out quickly to a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, 11 minutes played in our first half of the second game of our Pacific Coast Championships here today at Western Oregon University. The Wolves got to just get some momentum back here. Getting tagged up a little bit. They got to duck and weave and just come in with the sleep.
No one said it was going to be easy.
No, not at all. That's why we don't want anything easy. Nothing easy is ever good.
Halfback here grabs that kick off,
Way to pull it in.
delivers
10.
it to the 5'8".
He likes
That's
to run
Anderson.
Likes to run with it. Plenty of time at the back of that ruck. Goes to the sky. Yeah, well done. Way to put it together.
Back to Bernard Barber. He feels that nicely. Takes off.
Barber.
He's got to corral that pass with 2 hands.
Alright, just a bit of early communication. It's not like I didn't hear them talking to each other, let them know where the supports are. They can go to air, put the pressure back on Azusa Pacific, so they're not so much on that front foot. But this is kind of the era that you're looking for when you're kicking to space. You're looking for a handling era. You win the territory game, and they're back where they are. You know, imposing, and they can look to score.
Yeah, Drew Rees is just shaking his head about that. He wants another chance at that one. Solid scrum here.
There we go. Well done. Open side flanker comes with a good tackle right there.
Yeah, that was
on
Joey
number 9.
Carver that came up and wrapped up the halfback.
Yep, from the base of the ruck again.
Richard Martinez taking the ball up.
Forwards doing the hit ups. Oh, he loses it in contact. Show and go with the number 9. Big, don't argue. Follow him with that momentum.
That's Kahuna
boys.
Hana taking that ball up.
No scrum half in. Now go to space. See where that mismatch is. Taking advantage of their little bit of disorganisation now. Western Oregon just gets some shape.
That was the fullback who came in there to service that ruck as halfback.
Oh, go back to the blind side. Advantage Western Oregon University. The hand comes up. Let's see if they continue some go forward ball.
Now
Coming
they're
back
throwing the passes pretty wide out there, trying to exploit that width of the field.
Coming back to the penalty. Yeah, offside, I think, number 5. Yep, he's looking for the culprit. It was you, Ben. Good tackle. Here we go. Western Oregon trying to put together some momentum. Players are in the way. It's okay. They can still resume play.
As you can see, their forwards very organised out there for the run. Their pod was organised out on that left-hand side. We look to them to go. They're going to come to the open side straight away.
Just trying to get the ball in the hands of their leader. He likes to go forward. Nice pick and
Oh,
go.
that's right
that
around
was
the head.
really high. Oh, the touch judge sees it. The advantage is up.
Oh, the player got up
Falling.
quickly.
Yeah. Oh. Yep, they're just in the way of the ruck. The touch judge has his flag up. He's trying to get the attention of the sir. He'll take his time. Here we go. Now he's asking for his opinion. Probably is going to talk about that little bit of a head high. Just a hunch.
That might be a card. He certainly copped him right around the neck.
Yeah, no intent there. Just need to have a chat.
Go war!
Yeah, that's it. He didn't. Just got to have a chat. Hold him accountable. That's it. Awesome.
Western Oregon probably not going to take the kick here. I think they want to get themselves, make them influence this game.
Oh, I think he's asking for the tee.
Nope, he's changed his mind. He's going to go
Alright.
for the 3.
Got to
Or is he?
identify. Got to.
Nope.
Oh, no, going for the tap. Just keep it, man. Oi, okay. There we go. Taking it in. Strong ruck. Come to the right. There you go. Well done. Go forward. Needs to hit up a bit stronger than that. Can't just gingerly walk into that hit. They still control the ruck. Comes from the base of the ruck. Head up.
They're a little bit shallow, those forwards, for my liking.
Yeah. Still, I like how organised
Oh, he's picked that ball up. That's Riley. Riley Bardet.
Front foot. Let the forwards do the work. They're going to want it. They're going to want it.
Mike
They're gonna want
Gonzalez takes it up strongly there.
it. Ooh.
He came in clear from the side there. You can't do that.
Bit of an offside position. He thought he probably saw a little bit of an upward motion. There's that question, when's the ball out? He thought it was out and it wasn't. What are they going to choose here? Few choices, decisions. Oh, they're going to go short. There it is right there.
That was Alex Treat taking it up.
Yeah, they just want the forwards to punish, and if their body positioning just gets a little bit lower, they're going to get those, they're going to win those inches.
Yeah,
Now
correct
they
there.
go to the back. Oh, long pass.
Oh,
It's a
very
bit run.
dangerous pass.
Oh, way to spin out of it. Way to know where the defence is coming from. If they are quick with it, they might be able to put something together. No, got to go forward. Bit disorganised by Western Oregon.
The Cougars tried to get over that ball very quickly. They tried to snaffle it, but they were unlucky. They couldn't get it done. Now Western Oregon playing with a bit more purpose.
Hats off to Azusa Pacific. They've worked their way out from being right up against that try line. Lots of tackles, still some defence to do. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's that one that you don't want, especially when you're a front rower. You're thirsty for that hit up, and you've got to catch that ball.
Yeah, the pass was a little bit behind him. He was already taken off, and then the ball was way behind him, and he had a really hard time trying to collect that.
That's the relief that Azusa Pacific were looking for. Hats off to them for their defensive stand here. Now they can take a break a little bit. I can see Carter back there ready for that exit. Here what they want to do is just relieve some of that pressure that Western Oregon has just been driving. Good job with Western Oregon with that, but we'll see. Maybe they won't kick it out. But Parker is definitely in that first receiver position in order to make that choice.
Pretty solid scrum there.
There you go, there's that exit. He's inside his 22, great rugby.
That's a nice play.
Great rugby. Inside the 22, they release the pressure. Western Oregon does have the line out, but we're much further away from our try line.
Well, the play's right in front of us here. Brian Gates to throw.
It's real
It's going to be a
pleasant.
short line out, looks like.
Be fun to play rugby today. Pleasant weather, light. What is that? Goodness knows. We don't know our general directions, do we? Northerly. No. They don't know.
It's just wafting.
Pleasant.
It's a little zephyr of a breeze.
Oh, I believe that was
well
straight
done.
to him. Oh, fair enough. Oi.
Ah, he heard the footsteps. He heard the
those
Cougar
hands.
footsteps instead of the Bobcats' footsteps this time.
Let's play strong now. Come on now.
Well, me and my commentary partner, Tiafina Ho-Chi, we have done a lot of research, and we actually went deep on this one. We went and investigated what would happen if a wolf and a cougar actually fought in the wild.
Head to head. Head to head. What are the results?
The results were that the cougar, as a scrum happens in front of us, we'll
Yep.
go back to that.
Yep. Oh, just along the ground. It's okay. Still went backwards. Oh, I like the second five. I like he's classy. Looking to space. All the pressure's on that fullback. Makes the first one miss. Good job.
That's another one right around the shoulder
There
there.
goes the arm up.
He's probably going to have a quick talk to these guys. Just a couple of really high
Last
tackles there.
one, maybe.
Bernard Barber doing quite a nice job back there. The kicks have been effective, but he has corralled them and he's taken the ball back up effectively.
He does.
He's having quite a nice game.
If he adds a kick to his arsenal, he'd be deadly with how much pressure he has when he's, running in space. They like that one more. Isolated, got to stay on your feet, man.
Yeah, that's
Stay
a
up.
good run there by Matt Cornish.
There you go. Way to be there. Oh, pick from the scrum. From the ruck.
That's Riley taking it up.
They go to their...
They've got to watch that long pass, especially when it goes to ground like
bit of a
that.
broken play. They're just getting it to their speedsters out there on the edge there.
Yeah, they do like to get it out wide. The coach did inform me that they bank on their wingers being effective in open space.
If they clean up the middle, they'll create some
Now he's
space.
isolated there. Western Oregon players need to arrive, and they need to arrive quickly.
Yep.
Now they've
counter ruck.
secured it.
That's it. Get him down now. Come on.
That's Alex Treat taking it up. So far we've seen some willing running from both the locks of the Western Oregon team.
Yeah, absolutely. Conditioning is going to be a key factor.
Oh, he's through.
He's through. Makes this... Oh, I like him with ball in hand.
Yep, he's had a couple of really good runs already, Matt Cornish.
Lost hard luck. Way to poach it. Number 9 on top of the ball.
Good tackle there by Barber.
Absolutely. Azusa trying to control that ruck.
Good ruck, good ruck.
Here we go. Good job.
Ooh, he is met. He's
Way
leveled.
to be safe. Nearly got an unsafe tackle there, but he had the mind to just make sure he comes down safely.
Have stolen that ball, the Wolves.
Let it go.
The ball's available.
Western Oregon just get a little bit deeper. They're really flat-footed here when they're just catching the ball.
He's had a couple of good runs too, the captain, Arvin Lackadin.
Front forward, front foot. Isolated runners. They still just arrive just in time. Let's see some shape past that one hit. Oh, nice little chip and chase. Straight to the fullback. Way to pull it in. Let's see what type of counter they can do.
Wolves on attack, but they don't have the ball.
Start to get some organisation. Good choice.
Vincent's put the hoof to it.
Good choice. Way to get that in. Who's their outside centre comes away with it. And they still have advantage. Play to that advantage. Still in their defending half, but they're controlling the point of contact area. Oh, hard luck. Spills forward. Talk too soon about controlling that contact area, but it's all good.
Must have been a little knock on there by Western Oregon player. So far we've seen some good running by the number 8 for the Wolves, Arvin Lackadin. Matt Cornish has taken it up with very effectively as well.
Yeah, very impressive. They've got to just start having, instead of just single runners, isolated runners, if they have a bit more pattern to the way in which they're playing, they'll be able to take advantage of the poor tackling that's happening on the defensive side of the ball off with Azusa Pacific. But their shape is just a bit unorganised in that second and third phase. Like they're running lines. Straighten up now, man. Turn the corner. There it is.
He's brought to ground there by Anu Kanohu.
Back to that. Oh, way to just step in there. Help distribute the ball.
Martinez takes it up again.
Let's go all the way to the right side of the pitch. Like the way that Azusa Pacific is recycling. Man, they got some strong legs in there.
Let's go, come on.
Oh, scrum half is saying this. We're going to the right still. We're going to keep this pattern. They're going to go right again. Yeah, that one channel.
And he's been very effective too. I can't make out that player's name, but a number there. But he had a couple of really good runs.
Oh, they're still just controlling it.
Yeah, it's number 4.
Yep.
That's Aiden Birch. He's had a couple of really good runs. A tall young fella.
Nice and slow and collected. Yeah, 10 likes to keep the ball.
Yeah, he tried to go inside there, and the Wolves were wide awake for that.
Go early. There it is. Early. Oh, ducking
You're gonna
under
have to
some
hold
of
on
those
to him.
tackles.
Kahuna Hana there with the tip, finally brings him down.
Gonna roll away, sir. Mine's in the way. No advantage. Oh, come on. Hard luck there. Azusa Pacific on the front foot. Spilled it in contact. Lost
It was a
forward.
good tackle there by the halfback, Trevor Kahunahana. He held on to that guy, waited for help to arrive. They were in trouble, definitely out here on this left-hand side, had that ball been recycled.
Absolutely.
Score is Azusa Pacific 14, Western Oregon 0.
Yeah, Western Oregon with the put-in. They need to win some territory here. Need to play out of their half.
He's going to put it in from the wrong side of the scrum, by my count. It's because the hooker is left-handed.
I think. You know, maybe
Either that or
maybe
he's
he's left-footed.
ambidextrous.
Ambi. That's some skills right there. Doesn't even need to have his feet on the ground. He can just ball.
So what we're talking about there is the Western Oregon player has actually fed that scrum from the tight head side, which is not recommended.
It's not
and
recommended.
now the ball has come out to Azusa, and their halfback in turn takes the ball in very, very close to the goalposts.
Azusa Pacific is commanding the tight right now.
Another try here.
Going
This
with
would
that
really
pick
be big
and
trouble
go.
for Western Oregon.
Now they go out to their backs to get some depth there. Oh, he's just going to fall in over.
Yeah, they're trying to sell it.
Held up.
They're trying to sell it there, but the sail job wasn't very convincing. A couple of half-hearted hands in the air.
Yeah, you got to be assertive in that situation. Stand up, walk away. It was a try, sir.
Yeah, always the best way, just to head for
Yeah,
the
that's right.
halfway.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Not today. Oh, so Azusa Pacific have the put in again, just for that held up. Let's see if they can push one in. Be nice to see that.
Maybe a little number 8 action off the back here.
Yeah.
Instead, the halfback gets it out to the first 5.
That's it. He wants it all.
He's wedged there. He
wants
got
it all.
sandwiched.
He did.
Good defense.
That's a good double tackle right there on the line, the try line. Number 9 wants to go in by himself too. Lots of pasture out here on the left-hand side. That
I'm with
means
you, T.
Space. But, you know, path of most resistance, sometimes you get a try. And that's what happens. Just like that big boy, he just goes and just get it in there. Number 3.
That's Ma'aki Mutai.
Come on, Maki Mutai. Way to get it done, big boy. Hard yards. Come away with the try.
Stay strong, Azusa! Keep it up!
Yeah, we noticed him in the game that we watched. He's a bruising runner,
Absolutely.
and he deserved that try. There is a tendency when they get close to the try line that it seems so close and you can just pound it in. But there was a lot of room out wide that T was talking about. But they, like you said, they chose to exert their physical dominance over the Wolves on this particular occasion.
Sweet. We'll see if they can still exert that same level of dominance in the 70th minute.
Yep. They've got a
important.
short bench. They've got a short bench, the Cougars, and this, But at the moment, it's the Wolves that are licking their wounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a whole match tomorrow also. So just want to be cognizant. But, young strapping young men,
You can't let up, Azusa. You
college
gotta
players,
keep it up. You gotta
they'll be
keep it up,
fine.
boys. Come on,
Put some
keep it
water
up.
on it.
Do not let up. This game's 80 minutes. Keep it up.
So some of the crowd reminding
Yeah.
the Cougars there that they've got to keep the foot on the accelerator, or as my erstwhile coaching partner Nate Murray would say, foot on the throat.
All for the throat.
Yep.
I thought you were to say throttle, the throat.
No.
I like that. We go with the restart. Here's our try scorer coming in. He wants to have
That's a
another
nice
go.
take over the shoulder.
Want to have another go. Waste
Good pass as well. He's got that ball out to the number 7. That's Gregoron. Gregerson, my mistake.
Box kick. That's classy right there. Number 10 fields it again. Oh, hard luck.
He's got to keep playing. He knew that he knocked it on, but then he stopped playing. Sometimes the referee doesn't see those things, and he's just got to keep going.
Yeah. Play to the sir. Definitely a saying that you hear a lot out there on the pitch. Play to the sir. Play to the whistle.
All right, come on now.
A couple of those what I call basketball passes, haven't been effective. They are extremely hard to catch.
Yeah, hospital pass, like you were saying earlier, is what you want to call those too.
Yeah, what T's referring to as a hospital pass is that you get the ball and the tackler at the same time. In New Zealand, that's known as a hospital pass or an ambulance pass.
The receiver, the person receiving said hospital pass is likely the one to end up in the hospital. Not today though. scrum down right here in front of us. Azusa Pacific in control of the match. They're up 21-0, 30 minutes into the first half.
As a defender, we used to say there'd be 2 hits. Me hitting the attacking player and the ambulance hitting the road.
2 hits, eh?
Vaino feeds a scrum.
Control. Well done.
Nice pass
that
there. He gets the
under.
ball out to the centre.
And they go wide again. That's the space. You can definitely see that. Draw and pass, finishing speed out on the edge. Pin your ears back, go winger.
Yeah, that's number 11, Travis Hughes, who took that ball down the far sideline.
Hard luck. Just push it back. Trust that your loose forwards are going to be there and get some front forward ball. He just lost it forward in that little bit of contact, and they have a scrum down here. Still not bad positioning for the territory.
What do you think Western Oregon needs to do, T, to reverse this trend?
Just got to get a bit of leadership from their skipper. If they get some front forward ball and, like I was just saying, just a bit of organisation after that first hit up in that first phase. Once the phase play is done, they're kind of just trying to figure it out as they're going. They're not working as a team in order to attack the space. It's all pretty individualistic. That's really easy to defend if you're just keep applying pressure. Sweet, just one threat. I'm gonna take out that one threat.
The Cougar scrum's been quite good too, but he's saying that they weren't going straight there.
Oh, there goes the captain. Going with that quick tap. Now they're on the front forward ball. Yeah, this is what they need. Get there forward, secure it, and go again. Now spin it out. Oh, they're trying to go left.
Yeah, they need some help. 6 and 8 are playing great.
Yeah.
Lackadon and Cornish, but they need some help
from
their other players. They're leading by example.
Yep. It's a cast. Takes all 15. Takes all 15 to win the match, always. Penalty. High tackle. He was not onside.
Definitely was not. He was definitely not back 10.
You better watch out. You have to make it look like you're retreating at least. He's going to look out for that early hit for next time. That's just.
There's a player down in the backfield there for
that's
the Cougars.
The fly half. He's been playing pretty well. Addison Deloy, I'm sorry. Can't read that writing.
I'm going to say Dilly.
Parker
if it's wrong, we apologise.
Absolutely. Parker drives it to the touch. Can I go ahead and control? I'm going to say that they're going to go up at the 1 and drive. I think.
Well, they've already had that maul, right? That started this try-scoring situation off. And so I think that might have been the second try they scored was from that resulted from the maul.
Like the look of their locks. They're long, but they're also meaty. So, they just know how to get the engine going. They're the ones who really just lead what it looks like, get the line out where they're going to attack and just keep the ball.
So it's up for grabs whether Western Oregon contest this line out. Are they just going to stop them all, or are they going to try to steal that off the jump?
Yeah, I'd try and sack it immediately. Sack it. There it goes. Nah.
That's exactly what we thought there. So the maul is set up, but this time Western Oregon waiting for it.
Well done.
It's kind of disintegrated that maul. So now the Cougars are going to have to use it if they actually get the ball back. Another little
good counter.
Good push.
Western Oregon come up with the ball with that counter ruck. There's that leader again, number 6, just showing them how to go forward. Go forward, guys.
Yep, and it's Matt Cornish again.
Oh,
that was unnecessary.
Yep.
You've got to dig your way out here. There doesn't need to be any funny business going on.
Oh, penalty.
Yeah, he definitely left his feet there. No question about that.
Western Oregon just getting floppy a bit.
He came in like a missile, and he was never going to maintain his feet there.
I think they're going to go for points here. Carter has it in his boot, I believe. Yep, here comes the tee.
And there's the referee signalling to go to goal. If the referee doesn't signal, you're well within your rights to take the tap while the other team's thinking that you're going to kick.
They don't need to be so trickeration. They don't need any of that trickeration, do they?
And since the referee's already pointed now. some of the comments from the crowd saying, watch out. But they're not going to. They're going to use the tee and they're going to try to kick this one to make a...
Play with the lead, playing with confidence. Just go ahead and extend it. They'll get the ball back just before half-time, really. Another 6 minutes to go, really.
This half's gone pretty quick.
Absolutely. Good strike. Yeah, can hear it in the way that he's connecting with that boot. That conversion is successful. Azusa Pacific come away with another conversion. They're up 24-0 to Western Oregon.
Play strong, boys. Playing strong, Azusa.
Even though the score's 24-0, like, Western Oregon are not out of this game.
Nah.
They've just got to string, like you said, they've just got to start stringing some stuff together.
Yeah. Being there for each other, yeah, it's just that second and third phases. That's where they're just showing just a little bit more opportunity. If their backs are just a little bit deeper so they can catch the ball at pace instead of just some flat-footed. Put a name on it. There we go. He's running at pace. Good job. Big man
this is
running.
Number 1, Chris Wolford.
Wow,
again, he's another player that we saw on the video that he's a pretty good player, and the coaches mentioned that he was a bruising runner.
Here comes the other one.
Yep.
Oh, 1-2 punch. See if he's got it in the gas to be able to finish.
You've got to go lower than that. You know, he's finally brought to ground by Bernard Barber, and he's having a
ball
pretty
left.
good game, that fullback for Western Oregon.
Get a ball developed. There's so much time here.
They've got
Catch a
lots of
pass.
space out here. This
Catch
is
a
definitely
pass.
a try. And that
Well
is
done.
Jacob Bentz going in.
Well done. Oh, would have been a better idea just to go to centre. Always want a centre, but he was happy he was getting a try there, I think. Boom, dotted down.
Yeah, reminded me of me when I scored a try. I didn't go around under the sticks. It was like as soon as I got across the line, I was
Happy to
putting
be
it
there.
down. Yeah,
Happy to be there.
I could still count the number of tries I've scored on one hand.
Fair enough. Hey, you were there. Better than it ever was.
Wow.
Wow, great try.
You know, some bad tackling there by Western Oregon. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That wasn't good tackling. You've got to go lower, and, you know, especially on those big boys,
Especially
the
on
props.
those big boys, and if
Yeah.
you give them that much space to get going, it makes it even harder on yourself. And so that's, you know, look at that gain ground. Well done by the big boys up front to finish. Fullback comes in. That's a good try.
Yep, it was the 1-2 punch by Wolford and Ma'aki Muti.
Yeah.
That did them in. Once they delivered those 2 crushing blows, it was time for the backs to, you know, do what they backs do.
Look pretty.
Yep. As
He
you can
hasn't got a
tell, we've got
ponytail.
2 Fords up here.
Oh, nice strike.
Hasn't got the juice though.
Hard luck. Hard luck. So, after that quick try, they extend the lead 29-0.
Western Oregon will be looking for the halftime. They're going to be looking for the oranges.
Oh man, I wouldn't be looking for halftime. I'll be looking just to get one in. Just get one in. You have to get the momentum now. You've got to try and stop it. You've got to get one in. So we're a good chat at the halftime. You know what I mean? Heads aren't down. Let's go Western Oregon.
That's a good kick.
Arm goes up for the advantage. Still playing an advantage for Azusa Pacific. They're going, man, he likes to show and go. He's deadly off that first foot there, Carter.
The halfback's doing a nice job of distributing the ball here
He's got
for
a high tackle
Azusa
again.
Pacific.
It's going to be a card soon, I think. It's like the 5th high tackle.
That one was a little bit mitigating circumstance. He kind of ducked into that one a little bit, but yeah, the guy was high, no question about it.
Nice. No call for the heads on the sideline over there. Everyone's going to tell each other, come on guys, it's up to us to communicate as well. Some poor person over there just ate it. Although you should be watching the game too if you're on the sideline.
Hold on, we just had a foul ball come in there.
We did. Heads.
We've got a baseball game in progress behind us, and I think he just chopped that one foul dead backwards from the plate.
Yeah. Need a helmet here.
Bo Perez, the line-out thrower for the Cougars, looked around and saw a baseball at his feet.
Not straight is the call, I believe, from the Sioux, when it's usually that quick of a whistle. Yep, not straight. Line out Western Oregon's ball.
This is their last chance to get something going before halftime, like you suggested.
Yeah, they opted for the line out. Haven't really showed anywhere clear dominance when it comes to the set piece, so this is, you know, we just want to make sure it's the right
They
decision.
won their previous short line out
They did.
when they went to the three-man last time.
I reckon that's at that back channel. Yep. Oh, hard luck. Oh, gotta go.
They go straight back into that maul situation. They love to do
Yeah,
that.
they definitely do. Number 8 goes here to distribute the ball. They go to air. Wait, gets a good call. Attacking. Go get it. Oh, he comes away with that. Well done, Carter. Follow your kick.
And they give up a penalty there, probably holding on. Didn't want to release him.
Sorry, Parker.
Parker Vincent.
Keep calling him Carter. I'm like DC in my head. Oh, hard luck.
They've lost the ball forward there. That's halftime.
All right, that's half time. Commanding lead by Azusa Pacific.
Western
29-0.
Oregon very, very lucky there before the end of the half not to give up another one. The fullback, you know, he wasn't out of position, but the kick was to space. He was going to play the bounce. The bounce sat up pretty good, but he wasn't close enough to grab it. Parker Vincent snuck in there, following his own kick, grabbed it, and then in the ensuing tackle made by Barber, he didn't release. They were definitely under pressure, but the ball was knocked forward, and that could have been all she wrote. Could have been good night, nurse.
Yeah, absolutely. Apologies. We got a replay coming up here. That's that final try. Here's the easy dotting it down. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, he did put an exclamation point on that one, didn't he?
He did.
That was Jacob Bentz, I believe, that scored the try.
Good job, Jacob. Apologies there to the crowd, everybody. Also, Parker Vincent, been calling him by some other guy, some other joker who's running out there. That's not him.
Get it right, T.
Tip
Come on.
right. It's right here in front of my face.
Well, you know, everyone makes mistakes. I was calling the Cougars API for some reason. For some reason, they got into Azusa Pacific International
International.
instead of just the plain old university. So
International.
sorry about that. And I think I dropped the S out of Gregerson's name there as well, but that's just my handwriting.
Yeah, so thank you everybody who's joining us here for our broadcast today of our Pacific Coast Championships for the NSCRO Division, the Region 4, I believe, is the region we're in. The winner of this afternoon's match will go on to play Humboldt State, who just earlier beat